regarding to the chapter that is kinetics. Okay. So today some problem from the solution. Now from solution, the deduced part, that is from solution the abnormal molecular mass and Van 't Hoff factor. Abnormal molecular mass and Van 't Hoff factor is deducted. Now just come to one example, one problem. Okay. Now this is a CBSE question come on the previous year. An antifreeze solution is prepared from 222.6 gram of ethylene glycol and 200 gram of water. 222.6 gram ethylene glycol and 200 gram of water. Calculate the molality of the solution if the density of the solution is 1.072 gram a mole. Density is 1.072 in gram ml inverse, and another one data is given. Calculate the molality. So you have to calculate small m. When that, then what shall be the molarity of the solution? An antifreeze solution is prepared from 222.6 gram of ethylene glycol. The molecular formula is given C2H4 OH 2 times and 200 gram of water. Calculate the molality of the solution if the density of the solution is 1.072 gram mole ml inverse, then what will be the molarity of the solution? So this part is required to calculate the molarity, the capital M. So first is that to calculate the small m, that is molality. Can you do it? How to calculate the molality? Put it in the direct formula. First of all, calculate the molecular mass of ethylene glycol. What is the molecular mass of ethylene glycol? Subhajit, what is the molecular mass of ethylene glycol? Calculate it from the formula C2H4OH 2 times. Molecular mass of ethylene glycol C2H4 24 plus 4 plus OH 17 into 2 34. So 4 8 12 1 62 gram. Now given is 22.6 gram of ethylene glycol. So 22.6 divided by 62, this is the number of moles. 22.6, now divide it. The data is about 22.6 divided by 62. This is 3.59. 3.59. Next one, mass of water given, that is in gram. Now small m equal to number of moles of the solute by weight of the solvent in kg. Now weight moles, that is 3.59 divided by weight of the solvent in kg, that is 200 divided by 1000. Okay, so 3590 divided by 200. So 359 divided by 20, 17.95, 17.95 small m, molal. Okay, 17.95 molal solution. So first calculate the molecular mass of ethylene glycol, then calculate the number of moles of the solvent of the solute. This is 3.59. Then mole small m equal to 3.59 divided by weight of the solvent in kg. For this 200 gram divided by 1000 to convert it to kilogram. Next, this is the molar. Now next part, the density is given 1.027 gram ml inverse, 0.072 gram ml inverse. This is the density of the solution. Now from there, calculate the molarity of the solution. Now the total mass of the solution, total mass, that is 222.6 plus 200 gram, that is 422.6 gram, total mass of the solution. Okay. And density is equal to 1.072. So volume of the solution, volume, because to calculate molarity we required volume, 222.6 divided by 1.072, 222.6, 422.6 divided by 1.072, that is about 394. This is about 394.2 ml. Okay. Now molarity equal to mass of the, that is the number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. Okay. So capital M, that is mole of solute by volume of solution in liter. So for this moles of the solute, that is previously calculated, it is 222.6 divided by 62, which was about 3.59 divided by volume of the solution in liter. 0. This is divided by 1000. So this is equal to 0.394. So 3.59 divided by 0.394. This is equal to 9.11. This is equal to 9.11 molar. Okay. So very simple. Just the total weight of the solution, then convert it to volume by dividing it by the density and then putting in the formula. Okay. Next problem. Okay. Understood this, Subhajit? Subhajit. Where are you, Subhajit? Next one. Heptane and octane form ideal solution. At 373 Kelvin, the vapor pressure of two liquid components are 105.2 Pascal and 46.2 Pascal respectively. If the solution contains 25 gram of heptane and 35 gram of octane, calculate vapor pressure exerted by heptane, vapor pressure exerted by octane, vapor pressure exerted by the solution, mole fraction of octane in the vapor phase. Okay. So this is the from the vapor pressure. In a solution 25 gram of heptane. So here also we will calculate the molar mass of heptane and octane. Okay, now the data is the pressure of the two liquid components are heptane equal to 105.2 kilopascal, 105.2, and that of octane 46.8. 46.8. This is the components in the mixture of the solution according to pressure. Now next one, the 25 gram of heptane and 35 gram of octane is mixed. 25 gram heptane and 35 gram octane. Now heptane. Now what is the molecular formula for heptane? Heptane CnH2n plus 2, 7, H 16, C8, H 18. So this is 12 into 7 plus 16, that is 100. Here 12 into 8 plus 18, 96, 114. So this is 100 and this is 114. So 25 gram of heptane, this is equal to 25 divided by 100, and 35 gram of octane, this is equal to 35 divided by 114. This is the number of moles. Okay, this is the number of moles of heptane and octane. Now calculate it. First one, that is equal to 0.25 mole, and this one 35 divided by 114, 0.31, 0.31 mole. Okay, so this is the mole of. Now we know that the pressure in gaseous phase increases with its mole. There is a directly relation. Now here mole fraction of heptane, this is equal to 0.25, 0.25 plus 0.31. So 0.25 divided by 6, and this is 5, 0.56, and mole fraction of octane 0.31 by 0.25 plus 0.31. So this is equal to 0.31 by 0.56. We have to simplify it. If we simplify it, then divide it 0.25 divided by 0.56, then 0.446. This is about 0.446. Okay, and next one 0.31 divided by 0.56. This is 0.554. 0.554. Okay, this is the mole fraction of heptane and octane. Now move to the next one. The vapor pressure of pure heptane is given, that is P0. This is the P0 of heptane, this is the P0 of octane. So pressure in the mixture, that is the mole fraction into total pressure, that is P0. Now putting it in the equation. Up to this understood. Next I can rub this part. So P of heptane, that is mole fraction 0.446 into the total pressure, that is 105.2 in kilopascal. So if we multiply it, 446 into 105.2, 46.9 kilopascal, and P of octane, that is equal to 0.554 into 46.8. 0.554 into 46.8. That is about 25.97 kilopascal. Okay, so this is the required answer, 46.9 and 25.97. Number 3 is vapor pressure exerted by the solution. So if you add it, then it would be the addition of these. And last one was mole fraction of octane in vapor phase. Mole fraction of octane in vapor phase, that is the total pressure so P total equal to 46.9 plus 25.97, this is equal to 7, 8, 2, 72.87. So the P's contribution in vapor phase, the octane, contribution of octane in the vapor phase, that is 25.97 divided by 72.87. So 25.97 divided by 72.87. 0.355. That is 355 is the contribution of octane in the vapor phase. Okay. Another one problem from the same kind. Understood this? Next one. This is also an CBSE paper question. Calculate the mass of a non-volatile solute whose molecular mass is 40 gram per mole that should be dissolved in 114 gram of octane to reduce its pressure by 80%. Calculate the mass of a non-volatile solute whose molecular mass is 40 that should be dissolved in 114 gram of octane to reduce its pressure by 80%. So the solute's molecular mass is given, that is 40 gram, and the next one 114 gram of octane. It should be dissolved in 114 gram of octane to reduce the mass of 80%. Now here we have to apply the Raoult's law, that is PA 0 by PA by PS, that is equal to N2 by N1, that is N2 by N1 that is W2 by M2, W2 by M2 into W1 by, that is M1 by W1. Okay, PA0 by PA equal to N2 by N1, that is W2 by N2 by W1 M by M1. Next, put it the value PA0, this is PA0, that is 1 atmosphere, PA, that is 80% of that. So it's 80%, that is equal to 0.8 atmosphere. So 1 minus 0.8 divided by 0.8, then W2 M1 by M2 W1. Okay, so W1 that is equal to 114 and M1 that is equal to 114. W1 that is 114 and M1 this is also 114. This is the molecular mass, and in octane already calculated on the previous example, and the molecular mass of the MB that is of 40. Now the W we have to calculate, the W2 we have to calculate. So W2 into M1 that is 114 by M2 that is 40 into 114. This is crossed. So W2 that is equal to 0.2 into 40 by 0.8. Okay, so this is 8, 5, 10. So W2 equal to 10 gram. Okay. W2 equal to 10 gram. So what would be the answer? That we have to add 10 gram of it, the non-volatile solute, to dissolve, to decrease the pressure by 80% of its normal pressure. Okay, understood this? Okay, so that's all for today's class.